Hello, welcome to Design and Engineering Insights. I'm Sarah Jensen, editor of OEM Off Highway, and today I will be speaking with Isuzu about its new dual fuel engine. Today I'm joined by Kevin King, Manager of Applications and Sales Engineering, and Kim Murray, Executive Manager of Powertrain Operations and Marketing from Isuzu. So thank you both for joining me today. So maybe if we could just kind of start with, if you could provide an overview of the dual fuel engine, sort of how it works, benefits it offers.
Sure. There are three configurations of our 4HV1 dual fuel engine. These are emergency and non-emergency jet sets and what we call a multi-speed configuration. Each of these configurations use the same fuel system, and that fuel system consists of a liquid propane vaporizer. Downstream of the vaporizer is a T connection where a customer can connect natural gas fuel supply. And then the outlet of the T connection goes to an electronic pressure regulator and then into a mixer where the fuel mixes with air, and then finally into a throttle and into the engine intake. The customer would supply fuel shutoff valves for the liquid propane and natural gas, and these are then plugged into the engine wire harness. In addition, the customer would control, the customer would also have a control panel which would have a fuel select switch, and from that fuel select switch, the customer would tell the engine control module what fuel the engine is going to operate on. So the engine will operate on either liquid propane or natural gas. And this is determined based on the fuel select switch. And once the fuel select switch is set to a given fuel, let's say propane, for example, the engine control module will control the propane shutoff valve. So on a key start, the shutoff valve would open and allow liquid propane to flow. And then the control module would also tell the engine to run on the spark timing and air fuel ratio for that given fuel. Then on a shutdown, the control module, the engine control module would close the fuel shutoff for that fuel and shut the engine down. So that's kind of a basic overview of how the system operates.
Okay. And why did the company choose natural gas and propane as the fuels to utilize for this engine?
So ultimately, Sarah, we looked at what we've been doing in the marketplace. Isuzu is a provider and builder of the commercial vehicles. And with the history and success that they had in the commercial vehicle side of the business, it seemed like a natural progression for us to move forward into the industrial side. So Isuzu offers more products in the gaseous natural gas market through the commercial vehicle division globally. It was, like I said, that's the natural progression that it took to put a successful and proven product into the marketplace using the truck technologies as the base. And like I said, that's the reason for moving it into the off-road industrial. In 2019, we offered for sale an alternative fuel-based engine to operate on either natural gas or liquid propane, like Kevin had just advised. With our newly released dual fuel configured engine and power units that can operate both the natural gas and the liquid propane on the job site, with this turn switch technology that Kevin mentioned earlier. The power unit offers robust components to make it a turnkey product, simpler to purchase and install in the application. So we've taken a base diesel product, gasified it, offering and affording the reliability, the durability, and the technologically advanced products that we're known for. So from a historical standpoint, that is the basis of why we took the approach that we did. Wanted to make sure that we brought something to market that was definitely proven and successful, that would keep in line with the Isuzu concept of durability and technology.
So then what might be some applications or instances where the dual fuel capability would be beneficial?
We've found that the products that work best are pumps, irrigation systems, power generation, and emergency stationary types of applications, and really any other fixed speed applications. Our engineering department qualifies all of the products with the customer prior to it going into the first product with an application review. And I think that that's the key, is that as long as we have a fixed application at this time, that is something that we can explore. But like I said, the top three today seem to be the water pumps, irrigation systems, and power generation and emergency stationary.
Would there be any mobile equipment applications or like heavy equipment that it could potentially be utilized in, or that could be a benefit for either now or in the future? Or is that still something you guys are investigating?
Yeah, currently today it's strictly stationary type applications. There would be some additional development work that would be required for mobile applications.
Are there, I know you guys kind of touched on this a little bit before, but just really what is the benefit of offering a dual fuel engine of this or any other type, or maybe what's the benefit of a Isuzu's dual fuel engine compared to maybe other, if there are other similar ones on the market?
I think the main benefit is really for our distributors. This allows them to purchase one engine and then they can apply it for either natural gas or propane, or for any customer that would require both fuel types.
Yeah, that flexibility in the workplace is paramount. And to Kevin's point, with the distributors being able to offer a product that fits both market requirements, it allows the customer or the end customer to go to market faster than it would under a standard lead time. For example, with if for example a customer wanted a natural gas and they only had a propane, now you're waiting the standard lead times. So we've tried to put as much of that content together in a single configuration that would allow for that best and broadest flexibility. Now, we've heard from some of our customers that sometimes there is a need for switching even when they are only planning to use one type. For example, one of our sales members mentioned that in his marketplace that he lives in, he has water pumps are prevalent in his area. And when they run on natural gas, but when there's an emergency situation, it's not uncommon for the governments to shut down the natural gas pipeline. Thereby, they can still run those pumps, just switching to a propane application. So it would just be one example.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to speak with me today and give a little more insight into the Isuzu's dual fuel engine technology, and look forward to hearing more from you guys and going forward about it and other technologies.
Great. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you guys.